Bruce is in Adelaide in Australia. Let's hear from him. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yes, go ahead, George. Look, I can't always express myself very well, but just a few things which are not always reported through the press here. As you're probably aware, last week the Chinese Foreign Minister was in talking to the European Union.
Yeah.
And from picking up bits on the YouTube, that China has cancelled all purchases of Boeing aircraft from America, and also too, Australia was setting up trade talks with the European Union. Are you still talking? Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Sorry.
The whole world's waiting with bated breath, Bruce.
The European Union have cancelled all future trade talks with Australia there. Also, Australia, I see Australia is losing its sovereignty in the sense that by following, or it has in the past as well, but the cost of our new submarines, which is 90 billion, we had 50 billion with the French, but we seem to be following them or being told what is best for America and their expenses, because I can't see how we're going to pay for it.
So what's in it for
Belt and Road Initiative,
Bruce? What's in it for
the new expenditure?
Bruce, what's in it for Australia? It's difficult for me to see what is in it for Australia, but then it was difficult for me to see what was in it for Australia joining the Vietnam War. Why does your political class keep doing these self-harming things?
Well, we have a very good alliance with America, actually. It's just that as you grow up, I think we paid our respects to America as far as following them into unnecessary backing for sanctions and wars and starvations, etc. And it's time for us to still keep our relationship alive, but we should not have to be told where to go, what to do, and
but isn't this a kind of, Bruce, isn't it a kind of schizophrenia? China is Australia's neighbour. The United States is countless thousands of miles away. It is not ever going to come to the defence of Australia, against whom, in any case, I'd be struggling to find. Isn't this all about Australia clinging to its Anglo-Saxon settler origins?
Possibly so. It applies not only to Australia, George, it also applies to England as well, and those, in the 4 or 5 countries that are involved. On the other side of the coin, I'd just like to mention a couple of things which are important. In November, there's 2 large ports coming in Africa. The one is the port of Algiers, which will handle up to 25 million containers once it's set up. That opens in November. Now, the Long Beach port in Los Angeles or in California handles 20 million cases. And also, too, there's a large port to handle iron ore coming out the back of the Congo. That opens up in November as well. So that will allow another outlet for iron ore to go into China of a very high grade.
Fair points, Bruce. You've done well. No need to be nervous. Call any time. I know it's the middle of the night in China, so thanks especially in Adelaide, rather.